Welcome back, Star Trek fans, to another Week in Trek on Kertrats Productions. This week's episode has a bit more to chew on than last week, as we have a new trailer for the upcoming Star Trek Section 31 film, as well as a few new book releases to talk about. So without further ado, let's dive into this week's news.
You're the captain of the most important space station in the entire Federation. You're news.
It's always a good time when we get a new trailer for upcoming Star Trek, and this past week Paramount has given us a full trailer for Star Trek Section 31, hitting our screens via Paramount Plus on January 24th. There's a lot to glean from this trailer, much more so than the teaser trailer we got a while back. Present here are a number of new space shots, definitely giving it more of a typical Star Trek feel than the teaser did. While it seems like this movie is certainly going to be quite different from anything we've seen before in Trek, you can definitely feel more of the Star Trek DNA in this trailer. From some shots in the trailer, I have a feeling that much of what we see of Georgiou isn't actually her. We know that Quasi, the character played by Sam Richardson, is a Kamaloid, like Martia, played by Iman in Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. His distinctive feature is his uniquely colored eyes, which we see Georgiou sporting in much of this trailer. Does that mean that much of what we see here is actually Quasi disguised as Georgiou? We do in fact see Quasi transforming into Georgiou later in the trailer, so I feel like this might be a bit of a bait and switch going on. I feel like this ship here is the hero ship of the film. It looks somewhat similar to other Section 31 ships seen in Season 2 of Star Trek Discovery. Also of note in the trailer is this person, who would appear to be a native of the planet Charon, as seen in the TOS 3rd season episode Let That Be Your Last Battlefield. Specifically, he would seem to be one of Commissioner Beale's people, who are black on the right side. As we saw in the previous teaser trailer, it seems that part of this film will involve flashbacks to Georgiou's younger days in the Terran Empire. It will be interesting to see more of her past and juxtapose it with what I assume will be her eventual redemption in this film. We also get some shots of the other characters in this film, including Omari Hardwick as Alok, Sven Rygrock as Fuzz, Robert Kaczynski as Zeph, and the character I'm most interested in seeing explored more, Casey Roll as Rachel Garrett. I have to say that this trailer, while maybe not exactly what I've come to expect from Star Trek, has me much more intrigued than the earlier teaser trailer, and I'm definitely looking forward to checking out Section 31 when it premieres on January 24th next year. Less than 6 weeks to go now. Nominations for this year's Saturn Awards have been revealed, and Star Trek has picked up 2 nominations. Star Trek Discovery has been nominated for Best Science Fiction Television Series for its 5th and final season. It has some stiff competition in this category, however, going up against Three Body Problem, Ahsoka, The Ark, Dark Matter, and Fallout. The second nomination is for Star Trek Lower Decks in the category of Best Animated Television Series. Its competition this year in that category is Batman Caped Crusader, Gremlins The Wild Batch, Kaiju Number 8, Star Wars The Bad Batch, and X-Men 97. Lower Decks was nominated for this same award last year, but ultimately lost to The Bad Batch. Best of luck to both Trek series and their respective categories. The Saturn Awards will be held on February 2nd, 2025, and we'll be sure to bring you any news once the results are known. On December 6th, the anniversary of the release of Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country, high-end Star Trek action figure company Exo-6 revealed their plans to celebrate the film. Within the next week, they will start pre-orders for 3 new 1/6 scale action figures: Lieutenant Valeris, Captain Hikaru Sulu, and General Chang. I've purchased several Exo-6 figures over the years and have always been very pleased with the quality and craftsmanship. I'm looking forward to seeing these figures once the pre-order is live. Do you have any plans to pick up Valeris, Sulu, or Chang? Let me know in the comments. And finally, last week I missed one Star Trek collectible that recently went up for sale at Agoro, the collectible arm of the New Zealand Mint. The third release in their Star Trek Starfleet Divisions collection, the Operations Insignia coin. Crafted from 1 ounce of 3/9 fine silver and plated with copper, the coin reproduces the Operations badge as seen in Star Trek Discovery. They are making just 2,000 of these coins, and each one comes with a certificate of authenticity with its individual number out of 2,000. I'll have a link in the video description to Agoro's website if you'd like to check it out.
Bridge? Well, I have a little work to finish up. Then I'm going to my cabin. I'm going to put my feet up. I'm going to turn on my personal relaxation light. I'm gonna lose myself in the pages of some old novel.
We have 2 Star Trek book releases this week, both coming out on Tuesday, December 10th. First up is the latest collection of short stories from the Star Trek Explorer magazine. Star Trek Explorer, A Year to the Day That I Saw Myself Die, and Other Stories features 14 short stories from the pages of the Star Trek magazine and includes writing from renowned Trek authors such as Greg Cox, Una McCormick, David Mack, and Keith R.A. DeCandido, and even features one story co-written by Walter Koenig, Pavel Chekhov himself. And also out on Tuesday is the latest collection of the ongoing Star Trek Defiant comic series written by Christopher Cantwell. The hardcover book collects the Hell is Only a Word story arc that took place over issues 12 to 16. Here's the synopsis from IDW. Connecting with the voyages of the ongoing Star Trek comic series, Volume 3 ventures into the sci-fi horror genre in the 3rd arc. Eager to move past the unofficial bounty hunting mission assigned to them by Starfleet, disgraced former ambassador and Starfleet legend Worf and his rogue crew make way for Starbase 99, a rundown remnant of the Dominion War, to complete their fugitive drop-off. The clandestine assignment has left them disillusioned with Starfleet and with one another, but a surprise awaits the Defiant crew, threatening to tear them apart even further. Literally. Written by Christopher Cantwell, drawn by Ángel Unzueta, and colored by Marissa Louise, with letters by Clayton Cowles. Pick up both of these books from your favorite bookstore or check out the video description for links to purchase from Amazon. And of course, on Thursday, December 12th, the latest episode of Star Trek Lower Decks drops. This is the penultimate episode of the series, and I have a sneaking suspicion this is one that you really don't want to miss. Titled Fissure Quest, the synopsis from Paramount is as follows. Fissures must be closed before they get inflamed. As always, Brandy Jackala and I will be live in the Unready Room on Saturday, December 14th to discuss Fissure Quest, and we would absolutely love it if you would join us. It's going to be a wild discussion this week. And that's it for another week in Trek. Thank you to the Patreon supporters, and thank you very much to all of you for watching. Please hit like if you like this video, and click the subscribe button for regular updates from the Star Trek universe, our regular live show on Saturdays when new Trek airs, and a few other surprises coming up on this channel in the coming weeks. Thanks again for watching, I'll see you in the next video, and until then, as always, live long and prosper.